night, really, for football.
That's exactly right. Let's see what these teams have to offer tonight, Ashley.
So it's Rowe kicking off. They're expecting to probably go back to the 10-yard line. We'll see how it goes. And here we're started with the Euro American Bowl taken at about the 5-yard line. And that's just it's going to fair catch it. Those are some spread it out. A man-to-man defense here for the European team. The Americans make a run. It's Quincy Smith. He gets nowhere. Receivers. He is, again, the defense for the Europeans backed up a little bit to see. First throw for Allman. A bullet pass, incomplete. Excuse me, that's Jalen Kroom, from Sacred Heart. Third down and 13. Nick Kelly in coverage. A little bit of pressure. Allman's rolling to his right, trying to get rid of it. A bullet throw, intercepted. What a catch by Kenya Edner, but it was knocked up by Nick Kelly. The ball bounced around like a pinball. First turnover of the game, 1st and 10 at the 21 for the European team.
Team Euro comes out, been able to control the line of scrimmage earlier in the game. Got pressure on Allman. He had to roll out, nowhere to go with the ball, forced it in there because we got behind the chains. Big interception for Team Euro. They went ahead and flipped the field, and they're ready to move in.
Daniel Bromell on the Raymond Catapano. Catapano from Southwest Connecticut State, Southern Connecticut State, excuse me. And there's a sack by Lincoln LaRoche from Bluffton, defensive end 6'2", 240. And right there, Catapano, he's going to have to get rid of the ball.
That's right. I mean, that was a real spark of a play. Right when the ball was snapped, no one could stop the defensive lineman. He rolled right and went ahead and got the big sack that got him behind the chains. This is exactly what Team America needed after that interception to push him back.
Yeah, and we talked to the coaches. They say offensive line, so you may see a lot of sacks tonight. 2nd down and 20 at the 30-yard line. Catapano, quick throw out to the sideline. Is caught. It's low. They playing professional rules. If they are, he's still up, but he's not. He's down. That is a completion.
Catapano's pass is complete.
And that is a completion. Looks like that was to Chadston McKenzie.
Exactly right, but Raymond Catapano really was able to get that ball outside the numbers. That's a long throw.
Well, they're going to need about 5 more yards to get the field goal range. Catapano looks back, good protection, breaks out of the pocket, rolling to his left, tries to find a big tight end. Has him. What a catch by number 82, Christian Keene from Mississippi College. Used all 6'5" of his height for a big play, close to the first down, but it's going to be about 3 yards short. What do you do?
Big number 82 goes out there, makes a play, Ashley, but really hugs the sidelines and really tiptoes, really shows that athletic ability to go vertical, but really have the awareness on the field to come down and keep that feet in bounds. Excellent play.
Catapano has 2 backs with him. Corey Blakeney is one. There's a handoff to Blakeney around the right side, trying to get to the edge, and he's not going to get there. Big stop by the Americans. He's brought down by a host of the USA's finest, led by number 7, Shaq Ellis.
Shaq Ellis with a heck of a play, but really Tony Peters shows athletic ability to get to the outside and seal the edge, forcing the running back to go back inside. So really Peters sealed the edge and made a play out there on the outside for the rest of the Americans to pile on.
It's an all-star game. Is this something that you second guess? Let's see what J.D. Allman out of Northwestern State can do on his second drive at the 15-yard line. He's a little option to the left, and the Europeans are all over that. That was Derek Jackson with the carry. May have lost 4 or 5 yards, and the Europeans were all over that. It looks like it was number 25 for the Europe team, Carlos Alves from Colorado Mesa University.
Both teams trying to get the ball to the outside.
And they're on 10-yard line. Allman. Good coverage, looks to the middle of the field, going to take off, going to get a couple yards, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe he got an extra yard. You got your wide receiver here, Justin Mott. He's on the far side of the field. They're going to throw it deep down the middle. Overshot his intended receiver. Yeah, they're not rushing. A low line drive kick taken at about the 42-yard line. And that's where the Europeans will take over first. Yvezner Fernand. They're going to throw the football. Pocket is collapsing. Catapano is brought down. He's still up. No whistle has been blown, and he takes off close to the first down. What happened there, Jay?
Really, it was a bunch of people trying to make a play. It looks like his knee never went down. When they had got forward, just went ahead and made an athletic play. Capodono moved the ball up. We're getting close to our first down here.
From Southern Connecticut State, 6 foot 195. We mentioned it earlier. There's a lot of pro scouts in the stands. So we saw a guy from the New York Giants was here. A lot of Arena League teams are here. So these guys are playing for the future. So Catapuno is showing that he is an athlete. 2nd down and 1. Low snap. Catapuno rolling again in the pocket, in and out. Look at the break containment. Hits number 12, Kisan Monith out of Howard Payne University. And how did he escape that Houdini?
I mean, Capodono just showing pure athletic ability, not giving up on the play. That's 2 plays in a row that they got first downs on by throwing the ball. But really, so far for Team Euro, it's Capodono making a play just through just pure athletic ability.
Yeah, and it's got to be frustrating for those Americans who are all over him, and he just scooted out. 2nd time in as many plays. He hits to the right. Running back for Team Europe is Aaron Baker. Capuno, there's a bullet shot. Long throw for Capuno is dropped by Kisan Monith, but that's a long NFL throw.
I tell you, Mathonish really got it in his hand, but really it was a great throw. Capodono put it right between the 1 and the 2. Spun it a long way out there. That was a good 20-yard throw. Put it right on the
Catapuno. Run pitch option. The ball's on the ground, and it looks like the Americans have recovered it. Both teams have. Is Tehran George. He's from Eastern Michigan. You're going to see him get a heavy dose of the carries. He busts through for about 6 yards.
It's kind of what I like to see Team America. They come out, fired up, overthrowing some balls. Let's settle down. Let's try to run that ball, try to chunk some yards up to go ahead and give those defensive backs lean a little more forward to have to worry about that run.
2nd down and 4. Almond looks back, throws it to Deers again. A little flare pass, makes a move. Nice move by Deers. And he is drilled, but gets all the way up to the 41-yard line. Deers just made him, but now he wasn't there.
Kobe Donahue, the linebacker from Kansas Wesleyan, brings the thunder on the sidelines.
Boom.
About the 38-yard. You can hear it all the way up here. It was bone crushing, but he came on. That's really a nice play. A little swing pass. Team America seems to really trying their feet underneath them.
Almond looks a lot better in this drive. Down the middle of the field, has it tied in. The big guy in European territory to the 35-yard line, and that's the big guy you were talking about, big number 15, Jalen Jackson, 6'3", 260, making it look easy in the middle.
I tell you, he's running like a 225-pound athlete out there. Went vertical. I tell you, no safety want to see him coming across the middle. Phenomenal play. Good play by the quarterback, Almond. Put it on the money, but really what's...
So now the Americans have a little breath of fresh air. Deers with a handoff, makes a move, another miss. He's to the 25, nice tackle by number 20, Jacob Brook. A touchdown-saving tackle. I tell you what, number 11, Adamani Deers. He's 5'7", 195, but he is a spark plug.
Really shifty. A lot of really, it's one of those things you have to look at the belt buckle. You don't know which way he's going. He sees what he sets up the defender and moves.
Volunteers might could use him. First down and 10. It's like Deers again, and he is stacked up, brought down by number 90, Bryce Wilson from that middle of the field. Usually always open in these kind of games. Almond looks down the field, has a man wide open in the middle of the field, as we said, but underthrew him just on the European 29-yard line. Almond looks back, a little flare pass, trying to get space to Deer. And Deer can't go anywhere, lost about 4 yards. Favorite superhero is Thor. So here we go. The kick is low. Is it going to have enough distance? It is good. So Mims bangs through a 45-yard touchdown, or field goal, excuse me, and the Americans take the lead.
Mims taking an opportunity to the first chance he gets to throw the dagger in the heart of Team Euro. He goes that the coach is going to remember that with a full roster of kickers. That number 82 stepped up and threw a dagger in Euro's heart.
And now wherever they catch it, I'm sure they'll take it at the 25-yard line. Deep kick is about the 5, and that's it. Square, New York, at the Cary High School. He going to keep the option, and he is a slippery one, but he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 84, I believe. It actually is 44.
The team captain, Evan Patrick of Limestone College. The middle linebacker really just didn't, once you get a hold of him, there was no place for him to go.
Well, he started 2017 Euro-American Classic. I'm Ashley Smith along with Jay Costello. Catapano rolling around, running for his life. Overshoots the wide receiver. 4 wide receiver set for the Europeans. Trips to the right. But no, he's rolling. It's almost like a design rollout. He's trying to find somebody. There's the first flag of the night. Throws across his body. It's going to be enough for the first down, but I think there's going to be a penalty back in the backfield. It's going to be holding. But, again, he keeps those plays alive. It's always open. Those receivers are going to find the ball. So the first penalty of tonight. That completion was to, I think it was Elijah Pruitt.
Holding.
So it was a holding call.
Starter. He was on a presidential honor roll, so he's not only a good athlete, but a good student as well.
Catapano rolls out to his right again, tries to find somebody, and he overshoots everybody, including, find out who that kicker is. Low line drive kick, number 35. Vasily Pavelopoulos. So we may have a new quarterback in there. A quick handoff to number 24, Jalen Kroom, out of Sacred Heart. 2nd down and 5. Fitzpatrick gets the snap. Keeps the ball, fake handoff, nice fake, gets the first down and a little bit more. Nice run pass option. But I think if he would have handed it off, Jalen Kroom may have taken it to the house.
Exactly right, but I like to see Mike Fitzpatrick, not scared for a little contact, was able to go to the outside of the hash, and when he saw contact coming, he didn't lay down or slide or try to make a move. He just went ahead and put his shoulder down and made a play.
And they're bringing in Benjamin Tucker, the tight end, 250. And also looks like that is Trey Hobbs. So they spread it out here. 4 wide receivers. It's like a cover 2 by the defense. They're going to hand it off to Kroom, and Kroom gets nowhere. It's drugged back, manhandled. The Euro-American Bowl here at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Fitzpatrick looks down the middle of the field, tosses it up, overthrows Josh Cross. So 3rd down and 10. This might be a part of the field that you would go for it. We'll see. First, Fitzpatrick rolls to his right, throws across his body, and the receiver made a 4th down and 10. The European 38-yard line. Fitzpatrick looking down the middle of the field, throws it up in the air to the big tight end. It is complete but knocked out. They say it is incomplete. Very close to a catch, and he almost came up with a beautiful pass intended to Benjamin Tucker. And I thought he had it there for a second, but he didn't control the football.
I thought Tucker, we had 2 officials staring at each other down there. The far official along the goal line ran in and called it incomplete.
He's the alpha.
But it was a really well-designed play. They went back to the play that worked earlier, kind of 2 posts, threw to the big man down the middle, just unable to hold on. But really a good defensive play. Got his hands in there and raked it at the last moment.
A little jet sweep, trying to get some space, but nowhere to go. Nice play by Lincoln LaRoche, carrying that football.
Lincoln LaRoche, the outside linebacker, was able to seal the corner and just really didn't go after any of the moves. Fought through the block, was able to get that running back turned to the inside, but LaRoche, one-man wrecking crew out there, number 34.
Well, Corey Blakely didn't have the speed out of Lake Haven to get to the edge. And
shopping for anybody that's looking for an athlete. So you'd be able to go to LinkedIn and type in free agent running backs, and you have a whole slew of guys to look at.
Yeah, and it's a great marketing tool for these young men. And all you want is one chance. One person, one scout can see something in you, and you get that chance. And you've seen it a lot in the NFL, but there's a lot of other leagues, the Arena League, CFL, overseas, a lot of places to play football. If that's your dream, it's tough after you play your senior year in
and different athletes making a contribution for their team. So that's one thing that LinkedIn and the football free agents can really get their information out there to find a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, that's a great point. And you got kids like Catapano, Raymond Catapano. I mean, he is a spark plug. And there's somewhere that he can play. Then you got kids that we're talking about, the 6'5", 250 Cameron Williams. You can't coach height. You can't teach height and weight.
No, watch that young
USA.
man.
Jamal Thompson. That's it. In a low spiral. And that's pretty smart to kick it away from the guys to try to get a roll. But it's going to be taken
Long way to get points here. They're coming out with Fitzpatrick again at quarterback.
So Fitzpatrick's second drive. Quick handoff up to about the 25-yard line. Looks like that was number 33, Delonzo Freeman, out of East Texas Baptist.
Team America is having success early in drives, going and doing a counter offensive play to try to get this big defensive line.
Offensively. Second down and 6. There's another handoff. Nice tackle by number 25, Carlos Alves.
Pretty much what you saw there is a read option play. Number 40 just checked into the game, Sean White from Stetson University. Got off his block, pretty much sat there.
Fitzpatrick, third down and 5. There's a little pump and go, throws it up. Nice throw, and incomplete. What timing by Yapay Harvey. Yapay Harvey, excuse me, out of Lakeland College. And that was one of those Ronnie Lott types said he could have depleted him if he wanted to.
I tell you, the safety, Harvey, took it easy on because it's one of those plays that you can lay him out and get a 15-yarder. Very smart, athletic play by the safety. Go ahead and not to, make a name for himself.
And we said that earlier in the broadcast that we'll do that. Oh, that was not a very good punt. And that was number 13. I agree. You got to throw it up. Give him a chance. Like the one-on-one matchups. Pano has played the whole game at quarterback, and he loves that sideline throw. He can definitely make that pass, and that's one of the NFL throws you got to make.
Really, it's a double read. You look right at the outside linebacker to see which direction he goes. If he goes left, you throw down the middle. If he moves to the right,
on this right hash, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs. Nowhere to go, looks for a man. Catapano looks to the end zone. He throws it deep. Is he going to have enough room? In and out of the hand. I heard your comment about going deep, and he sure did it. So third down and 5. And there's your little quick throw over the middle. Caught at the 10. He's down at the 12-yard line, the 15 to the 12. And that split a couple of defenders for the Americans. And that was intended, actually it was caught by number 12.
Number 12, Monteith.
Monteith. With his 4th reception.
Monteith, a team captain, devoted by his players, really showed out during week practice.
Really a team that doesn't have the extra quarterbacks.
Exactly right. We understand they're going to start playing some people and athlete
Looking
later.
For the end zone, knocked down the big paw of number 91, Benjamin Duhan.
Benjamin Duhan really just did the swim technique, looked a little bit like Reggie White on the outside.
Ooh,
really got the tackle moving left, and then the spin move to the right-hand side and got into the quarterback's face quick on that play.
And that's the one thing about quarterback. So second down, 10 to go. Trying to put some points on the board. In and out of the hands. Third down, 10 to go. Trying to put some points on the board for the European team. And Catapano just throws it up in the air and throws it out of the end zone. So it's going to be a straight snap hold kick. And that's a boomer in there. And we are all square. Got real quiet here. Low driving kick. Taken at the 9. Start of the game. Fitzpatrick, they probably alternate in and out in the handoff. Nice penetration by the Europeans. Quincy Smith was the ball carrier. But I'll tell you what, the defensive lines have the advantage tonight so far on these offensive lines.
A.J. Himmolt.
Really 99. You just got to get 300, don't you? Fitzpatrick fakes the handoff. Looks a little screen to the right. And beautifully played by Chris Williams from Missouri Southern State. And just snuffed that out before it could even get started.
I tell you, 6'3", 270. He looked like a athlete to the point that he was able to really run down that wide receiver, that running back, and make a play out there on the other side of the half. It's a long way to run by a defensive lineman, and he was able to stay centered.
Back in the rotation. Fitzpatrick looking down the field. Has a man caught at the 22-yard line, slips a little bit, going to be short of the first down, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That's Michael Smith out of Maryville College. It's going to be 4th down and 10, and the Americans are going to punt again. Torrey Mims out of Benedict College will do the punt.
Fitzpatrick really nowhere to go with the ball. Team Euro in full prevent defense there, which is the down and distance is too much for Team America. Threw underneath.
His senior year at Benedict in Columbia, South Carolina. Nice spiral. It's going to land at the 45 and roll.
Start coming out and throwing.
So 2 running backs in the backfield. Pano hands off. Nice spin move. He's got to get north to south. That is Aaron Baker from Virginia Union. He looked like he had a little bit of something going, but he needed to cut it up. Loss of about 2.
Tony Peters from Ashland University, the linebacker, was able to, from the outside linebacker spot, was really to get down there and clean up the play as he tried to spin for extra yards. Didn't allow it.
Second down. Play a little traditional football. Catapano looks downfield, gets flushed out of the pocket, throws it up in the air. Nice throw and catch. And that was
Pass complete.
Wow.
What a catch by
rolling
number
to his
12,
left,
Monteith.
turns his body. Catapano throws a strike for a first down.
Catapano with a roll, athletic play to his left, was able to throw it outside the numbers. Just a really bang-bang play by everybody, really, and I like Fitzpatrick really working the feet and the sidelines well.
Ball on the 25, 1st and 10.
The 25-yard line. Catapano looking down the field, throws it up, has a man, his favorite receiver. Incomplete, good coverage on the play by number 22, Tony Peters out of Ashland University.
Second.
He's throwing with a lot more confidence now. Once you make a couple throws like that, you start stepping into it and start feeling it pretty good.
Just one thing to watch on the right-hand side of the offensive line. Isaac Akers has got his hands full from Team America. We'll see if they focus on that or they let him go by and maybe do a little misdirection on the inside of the roach.
Flush in the pocket again. Look at his presence of mind to get outside. Gets out of bounds. Got 3rd down. 7 to go. Setting up a little screen. And no way. So Kenny Rowe to put the Europeans ahead. It's up. And it is good. So his second field goal gives them an opportunity to show what they can do. Rowe to kick off. Landed about the 10-yard line. Take 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Helmet on one more time.
Here we go. Quick throw. That's what they're going to have to do. Complete to Austin Bonzal. And it looks like Allman's back in at quarterback, and that was a quick throw to Bonsall out of Frostburg. He's a free agent, 5'9", 180. And that's, I think, they got to do. They got to hit the quick passes, then take it deep.
Watching Allman the last couple of possessions, been really on the sideline, just been thrown to a couple of the receivers, really anxious to get back in the game. Looks like they're going to come out, try to run this 4-minute offense, try to get down the field, try to get some points before the end of the half.
2nd down 3. Allman back downfield, throws it up in the air, has a man, it's caught but it's out of bounds, and that was Jamil. 3rd down and 3. Need a 1st down here. Allman looks in the middle of the field, in and out of the hands, almost intercepted by 24, Yapay Harvey, and that was an absolute bullet intended for Austin Bonzel. Wasn't ready for that.
Harvey was coming in to lay the pain and was trying to make a stop right at the first down marker. It just went through the American guy's hand. Just a really quick bang play. 24 was trying to make a defensive play on the tackle, was unable to bring that in.
Allman looks, tries to run it. He's going to have a 1st down depending on that spot, and they do give him pressure on him. moving in and out of a blitz, kind of confuse them. Over the middle of the field, caught at the 50, 45, 40. Drugged down at the 35-yard line. Bosnell has caught 3 balls this drive, and it is first down and 10 in European territory.
Bonzel did a square in, wide open. Almond did an excellent job of faking to the outside to give that receiver some space in the middle of the field. He caught it, and what I like to see after that is a run after.
Almond looks left, looks right, looks down the middle of the field, tries to find his short receiver. There's a flag, looks like it came in late. Oh, that was a shoot, excuse me. And now he did exactly what we were talking he needed to do that Capano didn't do. You hit your little check down receiver to get something.
Holding.
But there was a flag, excuse me.
Yeah, there was a holding call. It looked like Team Euro's defensive line is getting a little tired. There was little or no pass rush. Number 61, the nose tackle, Paul Saunders, was held by number 50.
Almond waiting for the snap. Downfield. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's got a lot of room to run. Go get that yards back in more. Close to the first down. Drilled out of bounds, but it's going to be close to the first down. About a 22-yard gain. He's marked down at the 28, and the Americans are going to use their second timeout.
J.B. Almond really taking no for an answer on that one. Got outside the numbers, little scrambling drill. They're playing zone defense on the Euro side, so really running down with the field. He got all that down distance down and a big collision over there on the far side of the field.
Almond looking downfield, and he is going to be sacked by big number 91, Benjamin Duhan. It's his second sack of the night.
Chris Williams, Missouri Southern State, out there making a play. Defensive end, 6'3", 270. Was really to get on the outside, really man-child, the offensive tackle. Got on Almond and brought him down, but just really exceptional play by Tim Euro. So it's 3rd and about 7 here, Ashley. I'm not quite sure if they got a play, but there's somebody you want to look at is Trey Hobbs checking in on the inside behind the safeties for a big score.
Also Michael Smith here on the short side of the field. Down the middle of the field, has a man, incomplete, just a little high, and they went through that. Almond downfield, tries to get the first down, throws it up, has a man. That's got to be some interference, and they do throw the flag, and he didn't have to in the second quarter. Quick flare pass out, nice throw to the 15, down to the 10. And that looked like that was
their wide receivers.
Looks like he's going to throw it up. And nice defensive play. Could have been offensive interference. But the defender was Obi Ituke of Western New England.
Obi Ituka.
So that's, I don't know if that's the one that I would lob it up to.
2nd and goal.
So you sit in Louisiana with the Houghton High School. There's your run. Maybe that's why they're not running. And number 91, Chris Williams, is a monster down low.
Exactly. It's hard to move that young man. I didn't think when they called that play, get a little chippy down there, some pushing and shoving.
That's what you want. And the final timeout by the Americans.
Aaron Brown, number 10.
Only 13 miles from Conway, South Carolina. Going to throw it up to the back corner of the end zone, and is incomplete. Great coverage by Nick Kelly out of Southwestern University.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
So they're going to kick the field goal to tie it up with 16 seconds. It does not appear they are. So they've thrown 2 lob passes, Jay. One to the left corner, one to the right corner.
They really showcased their talents.
4th down. Almond going to throw it up again. And it is caught. Touchdown. The United States of America scores. Janelle Hornsby, he underthrew him this time, and Hornsby made a great comeback to the football. So we have our first touchdown of the night for the Americans. So they threw the lob pass again, but waiting for the extra point. Kick is a low line driver. It's no good. 6-3, and then we just had a touchdown. Jamel Hornsby. 7-yard touchdown with the extra point was no good. So they wanted to return. That All-Star game was great at halftime. In motion is Aaron Baker. Let's see what they do. Pano gets out of the pocket, throws it up, has a man, is caught with 1 second remaining at about the 45-yard line. Catapano
is complete.
And it's rare for kids to be able to roll out and make those kind of passes. He's hitting the sideline perfect.
He does. He does an excellent job, though, when he releases the ball. He gets that shorter square. But we've seen Catapano have enough arm strength.
Longest field goal I've ever seen in my life if he makes this. And he's just short. Well, they're going to run it back, but there's no run backs, I don't think, is there? This is very reminiscent of Alabama and Auburn. But he's brought down at the 15-yard line. And that was
Corey Blakely from Lock Haven, the running back out there just on kickoff team or on the field goal team.
Wow.
Show that athletic ability to run him down.
Just a little short at 17 yard. We're going to take us a break. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter. It's USA 9, Europe 6.
Europe.
Continues on, and we see what the long drive. See if Team Euro has an opportunity to sit back and return the favor, pretty much and hold serve against Team America as they start the second half.
Canapano in the backfield. Down the field, tries to find somebody. Again, rolls around. Wide open over the middle is Shaq Ellis, but Ellis is drilled at about the 42-yard line, and Catapano just makes stuff happen.
Once again, rolling right, throws across his body across the middle. That's a no-no on Moser, but he was athletic enough to spin that ball to get it out to Ellis. Ellis out of Bethany College, the wide receiver, 5'9", 180, showing a lot of athletic ability and a lot of strength, inner strength to go across that middle against that American defense.
The Europeans might be opening this game up. 14 minutes into the third quarter. Catapano, low snap, going to roll around, try to find somebody, grab, but eludes a would-be tackler, throws it up. Those are very dangerous passes, and that could have been intercepted. On the coverage was Patrick Hunt out of Howard Payne College.
You already see a little change of direction by the defense of Team America. They came out with a 4-3 base defense, but now they put an extra man in the box. So they're playing almost like a 5-2 monster, allowing those.
And they're going to throw the ball again. Quick throw over the middle. Nice catch with his hands about the 48-yard line. And that was number 3, I believe. See, it's number 7. Just 7. Shaq Ellis again.
Shaq Ellis, a little back pitch and catch by the quarterback in the shotgun situation. Get it, a quick read, almost like a running play where Shaq Ellis.
There's 3 wide receivers, double to the left. Ball is tipped, intercepted by number 7, Peyton Guidry out of Northwestern State. The ball was deflected, and Guidry has a big interception here at Doug Shaw Memorial Stadium.
Guidry, the thought that looks like he was going to come on the blitz, but drop back, a little zone coverage by Team.
Fitzpatrick will be starting at quarterback for the Americans. There's a quick handoff, fighting through some tackles, breaks 1 or 2. The ball may have came out. Saw Fitzpatrick dive in there.
Fitzpatrick with a weight delay. They did a little draw play, didn't give it to the running back on the read option. Fitzpatrick waited 1, 2, 3 seconds and then ran through the line, trying to get those linebackers to commit on the running back on the fake. Unable to do that.
For the Americans, base defense for the Europeans. Fitzpatrick throws it up, overthrows everybody. Closest will give you the scoring recap. Fitzpatrick is running for his life and is drilled. The ball comes out. And that was number 24, Yapay Harvey. But he outran 2 guys that were coming for him pretty hard. But Harvey lays the wood to Fitzpatrick.
I tell you, one thing I would have taken from the first half is Harvey putting up the roadblocks out there for Team Euro, laying the lumber on just about anybody that comes in that general direction. Fitzpatrick gave up the ball. Thankfully, it's on the side.
A lot of communication down that field. Fitzpatrick, a little short pass to nobody, incomplete, and looks like a blitz is coming for the Americans. Capano, again, running for his life, tries to find somebody, and he had a guy, but in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's about 55 degrees out there, beautiful day. Capano in trouble trying to get out, makes a throw. I don't know how he made it, and a better catch than a throw. It was on the coverage was number 7, Peyton Guidry. And what a catch by the Europeans, and there are some talking going on. Number 88, Cameron Williams from Arkansas Pine Bluff makes the catch. But it's getting chippy down there a little bit.
Peyton Guidry, I think, had an opportunity to intercept that ball, but he decided to lay the thunder, probably trying to react to what Harvey did on the other side of the ball for Team Euro.
At midfield, and just, again, he's a magician back there. It's a big first down for the Europeans. Capano looking down. Evidently, they just given up on the running game. Another completion to Cameron Williams. Now, I'm not saying they're giving up on it, but they really had 6 runs all night. But you got Capano, who is a running back, basically.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You know, you look at the size of the athlete and the playing ability. You know, I hate to use the comparison off the field, but on the field, very similar to Johnny Manziel.
Second down and 9 in the American territory. Capano steps up in the pocket, in and out of the hands, intended for Shaq Ellis, and I think Shaq Ellis may have heard some footsteps, had an alligator arms on that.
Bubba Baker from Georgia State, the safety, 6'2", just wreaking havoc out there in center field. Heavy steps, and I tell you, the Euro player was wise to drop that ball because, honestly, Capano put him in a tough situation.
Star. Capano, again, trying to get out of the pocket and does not. And they say he was down, but again, a play's never dead with Capano, but it died right there.
One thing I really like so far, especially when you come out of the second half, you mentioned earlier, Ashley, that the defense are a little more chippy. I think the second half, guys are noticing the clock is running down. They're trying to make a name for themselves. You're seeing a lot more bigger hits, a lot more physical play at the point of attack. You're seeing guys pretty much ears pinned back out there.
There's no rush, so it'll be a snap, kick, hold. And it's going to be close, but short. And they're going to let him run it back. I don't understand why they're letting him run that back, but not the punch or the kickoff. And this could be an advantage, Bobby Baker. And again, you know, when you got the field goal kicking team out there, you don't have athletes. But missing that field goal was Kenny Rowe, who's made 2 so far. So this European team has attempted a 72-yard field goal and a 58-yard field goal.
I know it's a showcase game, but it's a situation there that Team Euro had an opportunity. They were moving the ball. They had 1 negative play on that first drive. It's just a tough situation.
So they're going to take over 1st and 10.
And I think they agreed just to start at the 40.
So first down and 10 for the Americans. They lead 9-6. 8 minutes, 31 seconds to go. Fitzpatrick still in there, throwing it up in the air. What a catch, and actually incompletion. About to. Fitzpatrick, a little swing pass, hits him in stride, and that's what you want to do with that. Catch him on the run, big hit to about the 48-yard line. And that was number 24, Jalen Kroon from Sacred Heart.
Jalen Crew just giving back a little physicality on the offense, back up to the Euro team that's been really being physical the last 2 possessions. But Fitzpatrick hit him right in stride, Ashley. He picked up the ball.
Jalen Kroon gets the handoff. First down and more, breaks the tackle. Still pumping those feet. It's up to down to about the 45-yard line.
Jalen Crew, go ahead and give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. He right there, yards after contact. You go ahead and go +6 in that play. Contact was right at the line of scrimmage on a 3rd and 3 play, and Crooms fought through it and really got the ball moving.
So they're in. Patrick pumps, looks down the field, throws it up in the air, intercepted, and he's got a little bit of room, Jay, 50, 45, 40. He's got a couple of blockers. 1 or 2 men to beat. Can he get there to the 10? 5 knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And it is an interception. It was Nick Kelly from Southwestern University. And it looked like Fitzpatrick just took 2 steps and threw it nobody was looking, but what a run back by Nick Kelly.
Europe takes over first and goal
Patrick
from
was
the
trying to
4.
go back to that wheel route, but he threw the wheel route, but it was just another outlet pass to the running back to the outside.
Nick Kelly was not fooled.
No, he threw it out there thinking that Crooms was going to move all the way down.
21. There's a quick handoff, nowhere to go. The 5. 2 running backs. And they're going to do a little run pass option, a little pitch. Does he have the edge? He does not. And nice defensive play.
To run pass as he rolls out. That's something that he likes to do.
There's a quick throw. He needs a block. He's at the pylon. He's in. Touchdown. Number 81.
Carapano's pass
It's
is
Vesner
complete.
Ferdinand from
Team
Cheney
Europe.
University. Wow. And I tell you what, I didn't think he got that block, but he got to that corner. He smelled the end zone. And for the Europeans, it's their first touchdown of the game.
It's one of those situations where they were trying to leverage it out by Euro.
Christian King with the big block. And Rowe has been automatic from there. He's got a strong leg. And the extra. So 13-9. Now the Americans are behind. It's high kick. About the 10-yard line. I really thought that people would be kicking out of the end zone, but we were talking.
And, you know, Jalen Jackson, I'd like to see him get back involved because he showed a spark in the first half.
There's that quick throw. Nice inside move by the wide receiver. Gets about 6 yards. And Almond gets the ball to him quick. It gives him an opportunity to make a run. Looks like that was Rashawn Roach.
Alamo's pass is complete.
On the tackle was Aaron Page out of Quincy, California. He was really an
2.
athlete that made a play out there. He's been laying the lumber at the strength safety. He was coming up and making a hit. He's really making these Americans.
Almond in the backfield looking for that quick pass we're talking about. He's flushed out of the pocket and is sacked by a host of Europeans, engulfed by that offensive line. And he was sacked by Bryce Wilson from Brazil, 6'2", 295. And also number 40 was in there. Looks like that's Shane White out of Stetson University.
One takeaway so far.
Big third down for the Americans here in the third quarter. High snap, the handoff, and nowhere to go. And that defensive line is dominating. You pay Harvey in on that tackle, the strong safety, so he was playing up a little bit. Also, back on that tackle was Bryce Wilson. So it's 4th down and 5. Do you punt or you go for it here?
You're right, but I tell you, on that offensive line, there's a pretty big collision every play. It's a battle in the trenches.
Check off and make a play here. 4th down. Almond throws the deep ball up in the air, and it is incomplete, thrown out of bounds intended. Here with a short field to work with at the 30-yard line. First play is a fumble, and well, just like that, it was a miscommunication between Page and Johnny Pruitt out of Greenville University, and another turnover. So the defense for the Americans come through, and that's not a good look for your first play to be a fumble.
Welcome to the game, Mr. Page.
And, the Americans bring us third. Man coverage out here, a little quick pitch, and there's a fumble by the Americans. It looks like the Americans fall on it at the 20-yard line. Got to capitalize when the Europeans kind of gift wrap one for him. Almond looks down the field, and looks like somebody might have hit his arm. It is incomplete. Looks down the field. As a man intercepted, caught at the 40, at the 35-yard line, intercepted by Nick Gordon out of California Lutheran, 6'1", 215 linebacker. And I was watching the coverage. They're letting the defenders get away with a lot. There's a lot of grabbing, and the American receivers can't get away from them, and that's what's causing the havoc down in the backfield.
You know, I think it's a little frustration on J.D. Almond's
Page still at quarterback for the Europeans. And they run the same play. This time it's handoff, big spring. The outside gets to the second level, to the third, down to the 19-yard line. About a 15-yard gain, and first down for the Europeans, run by number 22, Deshaun Showman.
Case of Monmouth, number 12, one of the team captains, and an excellent cut-down block. He came down, hit the outside linebacker, the Sprucker Bucky. Just, you know, one of those plays.
Europe leads 13-9. Another handoff, trying to get outside, not this time, but he does break away from the tackle in the backfield.
Another hard run by
Looks like that was number 34 that had him for a little bit, Lincoln LaRoche, but he bounced out and picked up about 4 yards.
Lincoln LaRoche has probably run about 5 miles so far in this game, trying to run down their early quarterback at Capano. Now this mixed direction running,
He's
getting
leading
right.
the European charge here on this drive. Another handoff. That is to Johnny Pruitt. And Pruitt bulls his way, keeps those legs churning down to the 12-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd down and 2.
Very interesting change of pace with the quarterback change and Kevin Page coming in. They're very one-dimensional.
Page, another handoff, gives it to the breadbasket, but it's not one there, and is stuffed. Johnny Pruitt, so a 4th down, and that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. So when we come back to the 4th quarter, it's going to be 4th down and 4 for the Europeans, leading 13-9. And Jay, this 3rd quarter kind of by the Europeans. It's Pavlopoulos. That kick is up, and it is no good, wide left. So a big defensive stand by the Americans to start this 4th quarter here at Doug Shaw Memorial.
Actually, I hate to be negative on anybody in a situation like this, but no rush, a short field goal. I know you have a different
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and it looks like Almond is at quarterback. Quick handoff, quick burst through the middle of the field, 10-yard gain by Jalen Kroom, and he just put the pedal to the floor and got the 1st down.
You know, I like that, a little quick one-hitter inside the guard. Was able to move his players down, get it late in the game. And I will say this.
Quick 1st down here in this 4th quarter. And they run it again. A big hole around that left side. He's got some more room, and he navigates his way all the way up to the 42-yard line. 1st down again for the Americans.
A double read option play, pretty much going to the same play, but instead of going into the 2-hole, he bounced it out to the 26, dive play, got it outside, was able to get down the middle for a big yard of gain. 1st down, Team America. And
2 straight rushing plays, make it 3, and there's a flag, but there was a big old burst. 26 to go, trail by 4. Almond, snap, looks down the field, hits his outlet receiver, and nowhere to go. Good coverage on the play by Miles Edmonds. Edmonds all over that play. Reception by Monty Deers out of Methodist College.
He did not get a clean release as the defensive end for Euro was taking a wide stance, ran into the running back coming out of the backfield, kind of misdirection, got the play a little off kilter. And then number 33, Miles Edmonds, was there to clean it up in the flat.
Well, it took a long time for that play. Backfield is Medram, I believe. Almond's in trouble. Quick hitter out to number 11. That's Monty Deers again. Deers having a big game, and the outlet receivers with all his progressions. Deers stayed with his quarterback, gets it in the midfield. Going to be 1st down for the Americans.
The play, Team Euro is in man-to-man coverage, single safety high. And what ended up happening was the play that was long developed. The defensive line kind of did a
3rd 1st down of this drive for the Americans, and Almond is all over. There's a quick hitter again, 4 yards. And this is the way that he's cutting into that teeth of the defensive line. He had a convoy, but he couldn't keep it up, but he got 3 yards.
Jason, number 58, Jason Bird from Maryville College, got checked in, 6'1", 280 at the guard.
Clock running. Quick pass to big number 81. That is Benjamin Tucker, 6'2", 250. Those quick hitters are all over. It looks like Tucker may have come up a little gimpy on his left ankle, but nice throw by J.D. Allman. Throws a laser beam, and a nice catch by Tucker.
I have a little star next to Benjamin Tucker name. I saw him in warm-ups. He looked like he was very fluid out there. Good.
This Euro-American Challenge, Europeans lead 13-9. There's another quick handoff. It's about 3 yards. Nice tackle on the play by Yapay Harvey out of Lakeland College.
With a pickup of 1.
1 yard gain
2nd and 9
by
for Team America.
Kroom. And they bring in some more some reinforcements here. What the Americans going to do. Almond looks confidently in the middle of the field, has a man, incomplete. The 3rd down and 9. Looks like they got a little press coverage. All day to throw for Almond. He's going to have to break through. He does get through the pack. He's to the 20, 15, 10, still on his feet, fumbles the football, and he's down at the end zone. Who gets it? The Americans may have got it, and they do. Almond fumbles in the end zone. Touchdown, America. Number 17, Austin Bonzel from Frostburg gets the play. Wow, what a run by Almond. The fumble in the end zone to the left side, and Bonsal scores the touchdown.
A lot going on that play. We'll take over ahead and take it and take you back through sections.
Woo.
Almond's back there, little pressure, has all day to throw the ball, able to scramble.
Bosnell came and get it. Big extra point here to put him up 3. High snap, the kick is up, and it is no good, wide right. So plenty of time left in this game. But missed extra points could come back to halt both teams. Fair catch. Catapano back in the game. Quick throw, breaks a tackle. That is Deshaun Schumann at Concordia University. He's all of 5'7", 155.
Not sure if it was supposed to be a big play, but number 12, Cassian Monmouth, pretty much just laid out a defender that was going for the tackle before the ball was caught. You know, a little harm, no foul, like you said earlier.
So he grabbed him a new ball, so let's see what Catapano can do. A little movement in the backfield, no call. Quick throw out to the 5'7" running back, but a big play by 23, Dominic Cochran from Fort Lewis College, 5'10", 185, and he hit all of 5'7" and laid him out.
I tell you, it was like a bullet coming out of the backfield on that one. Read it out, came up, pure tackle too, bent at the knees, head up, and went ahead and hit him right in the belt buckle.
Yeah, he laid him out like curve. You got the Jumbotron. Looks downfield, breaks free, and I tell you what, after he makes that first guy miss, he is trouble into the United States territory. The ball comes out, and it is the Americans. Catapano is arguing that he was down. No instant replay. A big fumble, and the Americans get it, and they're arguing, led by Corey Blakely, Blockhaven. And they do say it is American ball.
Fumble on the play.
There's a lot of boos on that. We got the instant replay on the Jumbotron. You may be seeing it again at home. But another big break for the Americans. They're getting them all tonight. There's a quick handoff. And he is engulfed by the 7-yard line. Almond looks downfield, has a man wide open over the middle. It's Justin Mott all the way to the 34-yard line, and they are just exposing the middle of the field. He threw an absolute bullet, put a little mustard on that.
One thing I like, you really see the experience in JD. When you see JD out there once again, Almond fake the little pump fake to move the safety to allow Mott to get clear space to run, deliver the ball on the numbers.
5 extra yards on that carry, so big first down for the Americans. There's a quick handoff. He's brought down at about the 30-yard line.
Quincy Smith,
he
the
is
ball
upended
carrier.
By number 65.
Pick up a 4.
That is Daniel Bromell. He's a free agent.
2nd and 6.
Denver Burrell wasn't even blocked. He was just waiting for him, gave ground a little bit. It was good that the American running back was able to get 4 yards on that play.
Because it really 6:18 to go.
Team Euro out with a single safety.
And throwing up in the air. He is man-to-man coverage. It is caught at the 1-yard line. And that might have been your big tight end, number 81, Benjamin Tucker, all the way down to the 2 in the coverage. Had no chance. Was Obi Utuka from Western New England College.
Takes Team America all the way down to the 2-yard line.
It's what you see with these plays when these guys come out and they start moving the ball and running the ball a little bit. They come out with a single safety. Jamie Almond saw it, took advantage.
Handoff, nowhere to go. He is brought down by Yavante Rose out of Shenandoah College.
Derek Jackson got the ball. Tried to go with a little quick hitter once again. That's been successful. You're not going to be successful with that inside the 5-yard line. Not with the big Brazilian out there. Once again, Bryce Williams making a play.
Well, J.D. Allman is prescribing the pill right now. He is probably anticipate them going up there. Let's see what they do. Quick handoff, fake. He's rolling. Allman's trying to find somebody. He's got somebody at the back of the end zone. Only one person can catch it, and he does not. Here we go, 3rd down and goal. Big play for the Americans. There's a quick handoff. In there, touchdown, Imante Deers. Imante Deers makes a quick burst of speed, and just like he did in the first play of the drive, scores a touchdown. Nice job.
Local kid here, Christopher Kandakataba. We know a little bit about that college.
Yes, we do.
Coming in, playing the guard position, 6'1", 280.
Big extra point for the Americans. New holder. A low kick, and it's no good. Wow.
Unbelievable here in Myrtle Beach.
Absolutely. So the Americans are going to kick off with an 8-point lead. Short kick. They have good field position here at the 25-yard line. And number 81, if that's their Fernandez,
25-yard line.
Take off. Some safety help back there for the Americans. They just can't get off. Nice pitch and catch, complete to Shaq Ellis. And he is blown up on that tackle. But I like the way he made that quick move and just got inside the slant, the old Madden play.
So we're at the point right now to where it's the best on best. The coaches have seen how people perform now for 3.5 or the Euro best can get things going right now.
First and 10. And a quick drop, trying to find somebody, going to run out of the pocket, fumbles the ball again, and he gets it this time. He got a couple of yards on that to the 43-yard line, and that's the one thing you have with that gunslinger atmosphere. You have a lot of turnovers.
You're right, but also when you get late in the game, as much as he's been running and as much as he's been hitting, if the fatigue factor comes in, that breadbasket becomes a little more loose, and you see that ball being run with one hand. Earlier in the first half, when he was scrambling so much, that ball.
So they're going to run a play. Kind of low snap. Trying to find somebody deep. Throws it up. 2 Americans back there. It is intercepted at the 30-yard line, and that looks like Bobby Baker again. There's a flag on the play. He's coming across the field, and he is drilled at about the 45-yard line, but that may be coming back. Great interception. First down and 10 for the Americans. They're just going to try to run this football. He is engulfed by the Europeans. I mean, they just rounded him up and threw him back. And there's going to be a timeout called.
It's one of those things, but that was a slow development running play where the Americans have been successful. It's those quick hitters. Not that, read option. When J.D. Allman is back there.
Conference honor roll. He was on the dean's list, and when the athletic director's honor roll, he was first team all Sun Belt in 2016.
It's amazing. It's one of those situations when UAB decided to end their football program. They allowed their players to transfer, and players like Bobby Baker had to go to another school and make a new home, make a new name for himself. He was able to do that in the Sun Belt Conference, which we know a lot because our local college here in Myrtle Beach, Carolina, plays in the Sun Belt as well.
Yeah, Bobby Baker, 2 times. 3rd down and 2. Quick handoff. First down and more. Breaks free to the 40, 45 to midfield, still on his feet. That is Jalen Kroom from Sacred Heart. And that may have ended it with 1:47 to go.
Jalen Kroom, that nasty stiff arm on number 33 on Team Euro. Miles Edmonds, who's had an excellent game at cornerback tonight, but he got a fistful of a hand coming out there at the end of that tackle.
Well, the one bad thing, if you don't get anything in, punt it. So let's see what the Americans do. They're probably going to hand it right back off. Kroom is out, and that is a new running back, and he bulls his way down to about the 45-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
3 yards on that. Clock's going to run 1:35 to go. On that carry was number 23. That is Dominic Cochran out of Fort Lewis. More than 1 minute. And there's going to be a flag. There's a movement there.
Where they're at in their games today.
Americans are going to throw it again. Run the football. He stays in bounds. Nice move by Allman. But he he asked for that big hit.
Quarterback keeper.
Stayed in. Timeout called at 43 seconds. I don't know that he was ever going to throw that football. I think he was just trying to get out some space.
I think you see the experience of a 3-year-old starter. Second team all conferences last year. They know the wherewithal. He could have easily stepped out of bounds, didn't, kind of fell forward, took a hit, unnecessary hit from number 33.
But J.D. Almond had a pretty good game. Nothing outstanding, but pretty good. Almond rolling. He's got a little bit of room. Going to try to cut it back up. Gets a first down and more, and that will be your ball game. Almond runs around and gets the first down, and it looks like the Americans are going to come away with a 21-13 win.
It's just one of those situations where they have 4 wideouts out there, run them all deep. They're playing man-to-man coverage, backs to the quarterback, and once they get to the pinnacle where the linebacker's far enough out, he scrambles, breaks one tackle, uses that athletic ability to get the first down, and go ahead and put this thing to rest.
And that's going to be your ball game. They're going to shake hands. And here in Myrtle Beach, the Euro-American Classic goes to the Americans, 21-13. It got exciting in the second half, and the Americans win. I'm Ashley Smith, Jay Costello. We'll be back tomorrow. Good night.
Fans, please stay off the field until the 5 minutes on the clock expires. Please stay off the field until the 5 minutes on the clock expires. Thank you.